All right. I'm gonna try to make this thing, whatever this thing is. We're gonna make it. Uh, Take a cylinder. You can do this in Maya too. The steps are gonna be basically the same. Um, make a cylinder. I used 8 edges. You can go ahead and rotate it on Z by 22.5, and that'll make sure those edges are flat to where you want them to be. Click off, scale it in a bit, and then scale it up a bit, and then we're gonna rotate it 90 degrees on the x-axis. So then you got something like this. So here's what I did to get to the point. Let's scale it up on Y a bit. To get to the point that we want to get to here. So first off, let's create like the basic idea, which is like you're gonna join these vertices. In Maya, you could use like the knife tool or whatever tool you got at your disposal to make lines between these. And that's gonna give you a face here you can extrude. So that's just getting us to the basic point we want to be at. And then you're gonna take these, or just the top one. I wasn't sure if it was like symmetrical on both sides or if it was just the top, but I did both of them. But you're gonna bevel them, and you want to probably do at least 2 subdivisions. And then, so Blender has this option window that comes up here for beveling. Maya has a similar one as well. What you're gonna do is change the profile so that it goes inward. Oh, you know what? I fucked up. Hold on. So before I do the bevel, I have to apply all the transforms because we like scaled it and rotated and all that shit. So the bevel is like more normal. So now when I bevel it, you can see it's like much more contained where it's supposed to be. So I'm gonna bevel it all the way up to there. That's about right. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. And then what I'm gonna do, because basically you've got all these polygons here that are all like bullshit. Like this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-sided polygon on each side, and that's like not very ideal. So I'll just go into wireframe mode, and I'll grab all these faces and just delete those. And then you're left with this thing that looks like a duck's mouth, which is pretty cool in my opinion. Before we go any further, because this is something I noticed when I was doing the other thing, is you've actually got like a double edge here, which is not ideal, and it's gonna make a crease, I think, when we go later on. So what we want to kind of do is get rid of some of that. Which in here you can just go to dissolve edges. Just make sure you have the right one selected and hit dissolve edges, and that'll get rid of that. And then you'll have a much cleaner mesh to work with. But yeah, then you can take this thing, select all the edges here. Oh, make sure you select all of them. And then just go ahead and extrude along the y-axis. And then you'll have this kind of thing. And then what you'll do is scale all of these. Like you can select the vertices and scale them all on the y-axis. And then you'll just have like this kind of nice looking thing here, which you can close it if it's going to be apparent, or if you want to do something with this side that's going to be important. You can extrude and then scale inward, and you'll have like this kind of thing. And you can fill it in and patch all these polygons if you want together, if that's important to you. I'm just gonna add some loop cuts on the end so that when we subdivide it, it maintains that shape. Let's go back to solid. And then you're gonna just want to add some loop cuts wherever you're gonna want to keep the shape like structurally together. So like over here you can add one. Up on this top side you can add one right in there. You should add some right there, right there. Yeah, and then you've pretty much like got it. And then just throw a subdivision surface, and you've got, booyah, this weird looking thing. And that's it.